Rakdos has returned to Iratus, Lord of the turn-based nightmare. Alright, let's do it. We finally managed to get a foothold in the first floor here, and I'm feeling really good about our chances at pushing forward without losing another unit. We've only lost a level 2 Wraith, so not a bad setback at all. We did some thinking about what we wanted to upgrade here. With the 60 souls, we're going to be upgrading. We had a lot of different options. We could give the first level of Arena, Excavation upgrade, get some more mana for Iratus, but between all of them, I'm going to go with the Dead Lake. I was thinking about doing the Obelisk because of all of the reasons we gave about the Digger's Souls, needing more of them, and needing to upgrade all of the buildings. But with this upgrade, it would take 50. Getting 3 to 5 each fight means that it would take, on average, about 11 or 12 fights for this to pay off. And even though we're going to have many more fights, I think that just one in here is good for right now. We're going to go with the Dead Lake. That's going to put another 9% chance for us to find artifacts after a fight. And what I'm trying to do is max this out as quickly as possible. As you can see, our artifacts reservoir is incredibly low. And I think from what I've deduced about the artifacts, you can't have the same one twice. But you can feed artifacts to Iratus that you aren't using for experience. The trade-off of doing so is that that item now becomes available again. And when you would get an artifact, sometimes you might get a duplicate, one that you have already had and fed to Iratus, essentially. So what we're going to try to do is stockpile as many artifacts as we possibly can in hopes that we get the Spirit Spear or the Spirit Chainmail very early, because I feel like those items will help prepare our units and buff them to make them even stronger than they normally would be. So we did get this one last time, the Jar of Acid. They lose 4 armor and 4 resistance. That's not very strong, actually. If you think about it, some items make them lose a block and a ward. You know, even a block would be really good, but 4 armor, that's going to be pretty negligible. I think I'm going to stick with the 16 spell power. That might be a little bit more powerful. But it'll depend on what fight we're going into, of course. So let's go ahead and unlock the Dead Lake. It's going to need a mummy. And note, for the future, you do not have to go in order with these, so I don't have to use a mummy next. I could use a shade or a lost soul, whatever I have the parts for. Ooh.
Easier to make my enemies unlucky than being lucky myself.
I like that. There we go. Awesome. Increase our chances of getting artifacts. We are going to continue to save up our talents here. I think that going to the bottom of this line and trying to get blind would be very good for my team. It is a huge accuracy debuff, which combos very well with the shade and what we're doing by trying to reduce one unit's accuracy all the way down to nothing, essentially locking them out of the fight. This spell will also do a debuff, which will cause the Dark Knight's passive to trigger. So I feel like blind is something very good to go for. Also, I am going to try to get Scalpel Artist as a priority as well. Getting a guaranteed extra part after every fight. The sooner we get this, the more guaranteed parts it'll let us have. And our next fight is going to be... Ooh, can't we just stick with one elite per random fight? Now I'm running into 2. The next floor is going to be rough with Berserkers and Taskmasters. But for right now, how are we going to handle this? Well, first and foremost, we take the Black Widow out of the team. And is anybody hurt in here? The Mummy is, and we're going to also heal up the Banshee. So then we're bringing in these guys. Terminator, Grim Shady, and Savior. Don't have a name for the Dark Knight yet. Just looking at their overall strategy and their plan and making sure that these guys can handle it. I think Grim Shady's okay to go out hurt a little bit. And the Dark Knight certainly is, because he can heal. Let's give them a little bit of upgrades here before we send them on their way. 2 points. We're going to give you some more armor. And for Grim Shady, let's keep saving. There's a lot of good stuff Grim Shady can get. I have a major ability upgrade for Savior. We're not going to be an idiot, and we're going to get away from him like we should have done in the first place. The game was so generous to us by not killing our units during that fight, but we get a second chance.
Get back to battle.
There we go. She should be good on the accuracy front, so we're going to hold off on those upgrades. Not spending that. Make sure the artifacts are good. They are. All minions surviving get additional 50% experience. Let's do it. These guys need to be leveled up, and I need Savior to be leveled up as much as possible. If I truly do plan on this unit carrying me, I do realize that even though this unit's meant to be the carry, the rest of the units that I'm using are not very conducive to what this unit's trying to do. So I'm going to have to think of a team for her to work in that she's very good at. Some team that buffs her up. Alright. We're as ready as we'll ever be. I'm scared. I'm so frightened. Every single fight is life or death. Alright. Let's have some fun. We're going to use No Tomorrow. We do have 2 wards here. And I'm going to go ahead and get one of those off with a quick Sorrow. There we go. Drop into No Tomorrow. There we go. And then immediately start with the Cursed Flames. Maybe get this last ward off right here, yeah. There we go. Quickly start to work on the stress. Don't have enough Wrath to use Deep Shadows right off the bat, so we're going to wreck somebody's accuracy. And I believe it's going to be... Pain Reflection's pretty good to do here as well. But I actually think that... Oh, this is a really, really tough one. Pain Reflection's pretty good because all of them are about to go. And they're about to do a lot of damage. Dire Radiance is pretty good on him because it'll push this guy to the back and make him use a non-attack move. He will mark one of our units or something to that effect. But unfortunately, the accuracy loss is not very good on him. He can do a lot of different things from a couple different positions. Accuracy loss on him is just great. Let's do it. There we go. And lastly, we are going to... We gotta keep hitting their stress right now, instead of going for their health. Yeah, let's knock him back. Let's knock him back, and it'll put him up front even further. I like that.
My darling.
Big crit. Big crit. Alright, that'll be a block. Don't you bear trap my Wraith. I am getting terrible flashbacks. Yes, good. That reduced accuracy was powerful. Awesome. Go into a stance. Perfect. That stance is really good for me, because I do not care about that stance at all. We are going to go into our stance. We are going to Black Radiance on you, get you out of your stance, or we could let her get you out of your stance. I do like the idea of reducing this guy's accuracy. We just really do not want him to crit. Let's reduce your accuracy. Take him down to 64. There we go. And then let's hit up somebody with a sorrow. Who will it be? Who will it be? You. Huge damage, and now we're going to get you out of your stance. What is that insanity? Please don't be all remaining strength. Okay, good. Hopeless. Alright, that'll help me miss. Okay, okay. Good. Reducing his accuracy was important. Double block, we're okay there. Now all of our blocks are gone. We want to end it pretty quick here. We're going to get a strong double hit. He's all out of his sanity, so he should die pretty easily. We're gonna hit here, get a lot of stress off. Perfect. Lots of stress. Okay. Sorrow once more, I would say. Let's just try to kill him with the sorrow so we don't have to worry about it. Dang it. That would have been really nice. If that's the case, then we're going to use Hollow Stare, I think. Is this buffs or debuffs? Buffs or debuff on the target. So this should do a lot of stress damage right here. Yes, tons of stress damage. Now, he did get all remaining strength as his insanity, and that is very, very good, actually. So what we want to do is make sure that that doesn't happen. The problem is we can't use Gloom Claws from this position, because it'll move us forward, and we'll get hit by the trap. We do not want to be hit by that trap at all. He still has minus 40 accuracy for his next move, so we can't use Gloom Claws. Let's go ahead and make his accuracy bad and move him forward. Hopefully this guy won't attack if we do that. There we go. And now we can push him back even further and try for the kill with Get Away From Him. I think that's pretty smart. Nice. 62 stress damage crit. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. A little bit of damage. Armor Absorb. Armor Absorb from the Shade. That is pretty impressive. We're going to Curse Flames here, get another stack of stress damage, and have a potential to kill there. Yes, good kill. Please kill. Please kill. Please kill. Dinosaur, your turn. Yes. Yes. Alright, now I could use, let's use your Wrath ability to heal you up just a tiny bit. Oops, why do I always do that? Just a tiny bit heal so we don't have to heal you at the end of the fight, yeah. And we're going to milk this a little bit for some mana if we can. I'm going to use maybe Ghostly Veil. Try to keep him from being hit. And then just use the Bride. Grim Shady actually has armor. His accuracy is pretty high. It is pretty high. Even if I reduced it, the chance of him do we just go all out and try for the kill? I think so. I think we just go all out and try for the kill. Our mana's not too hurt from what we've done so far.
Don't know why.
Yeah, we'll
There's
try
no
to
sun
just
up in
kill.
the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Yeah, that's really not going to help much, is it? Could heal some mana. This would deal a little bit of damage. Let's get a little bit of mana. We'll take one more hit, I'm expecting, from him. Should do about 10, maybe 12 to 2 of my units. But at the end of the day, I actually don't think that's the worst for coming out of this one. Crit. Alright, hit 2 units, do a little bit of damage. Yep. Okay, about 16. And that's all you have left. Now we get to kill you. Heal a little bit more mana, maybe? Who is better to heal mana? Probably you. Yeah. Uh-huh. We're going to be very close to full at the end of this one. 77 crit. That is so powerful.
This world will be mine.
Nice. 10 souls. A blood. And we have 2 talent points now to spend. I think we did need to continue saving for either this. Well, we can get this now, which we should. Yep.
The formulae reveal their secrets.
24 souls, not enough to spend on anything. We did not get a new artifact at the end of that run, which is totally fine. Let's switch out our mortuary. We have our units healed up in here. And we're going to throw in Grim Shady and Terminator. Savior came super close to leveling at the end of that last one. We do have a major level up for the Banshee here. What are we going to level? We don't use your stance very much in this team. All minions gain dread. All minions gain a ton of dread for their next action. This move seems super good. That we get mana, get lots more mana back if we use Absorb Terror. The Scream can give them minus evasion, which is really good because this is a debuff. So if we're using this in the team that we most likely will be with the Dark Knight, every time she uses Paralyzing Scream, we will get a trigger. I like that a lot. They're already losing evasion to the Accelerando, but just that extra debuff will be very good. It's either that or the Chilling Whale. Let's do the Chilling Whale. Yeah, let's do Chilling Whale. Let's try it.
Now, prove yourself
Oh.
worthy of my investment.
I actually have some slippers for her. I totally forgot. Mancy restores 20% vigor each time the enemy misses an attack against her. Yes, we will put this on. She has no other great way to heal, and when she gets low, I can prioritize using moves like the Wraith's Cloud that increases evasion, and I can use the Shade's Trick of the Eye to switch places with her and boost her evasion. So I can easily get her up to 60 evasion. Not too bad, not too bad. A quest, our very first quest of the Good Always Wins playthrough. We're going to set up a team here. We want the Mummy here and the Banshee here. Remember, the Mummy with these wraps can heal himself pretty easily. Let's go ahead and put some skill points in. That Dread bonus seems really good. 2 for 2 on either of these seem really good. Boosting up her evasion or her luck is very good. All of these are very good. Because she has this heal, I'm actually going to focus very hard on her evasion as opposed to armor or magic resistance. The Mummy could always use more luck. Get it up to 30% chance to crit. And we're saving on Savior. Easy. Nothing to do with the artifacts. We didn't get anything special here. Everything's looking good. Alright, let's hope that one of these units has a special interaction here with this quest. Oh, not many options. The undead are at home in the darkness, their vision piercing the black veil with ease. Right now, your undead host has spotted a living patrol. They do not seem aware of you yet, so this might be your best chance for an ambush. Proceed with the attack or avoid the group. This is just a real straightforward, no units would have mattered. Do we go for some extra loot? This will not heal our units in the mortuary. So after this fight, units in the mortuary will still be hurt. And unfortunately, I can't move this giant box to see the map to see if we're getting into a fight next, which I'm pretty sure we are. There's a restoration fountain here I can see. I don't think we were able to shoot across and get that right after this, but we got to go for the attack. I mean, we need as many many resources as possible. This definitely will give us some kind of resource. Maybe we get an advantage. Maybe we get like a buff. Well, he got a buff, but that's not what we were looking for. All right, and the Dark Knight gets to go first, so we are going to show the true power of going first, plus the combos and the setups that we have chosen for all of our units. So, stance. Why continue to fight? Get away from him. We're going to throw one of these guys in the back, so they use their worst move. If they're up front, they use a double attack that ends up being pretty powerful sometimes. But if they're in the back, they use kind of like a boomerang grappling hook, and it's not nearly as scary. Do I buff up her attack and her dread here? No, not until this gets upgraded. Ooh. Easy 25. Accelerando. Boom. Now their evasion is lowered, so this will hit. Bam. We're going to use Sorrow. We have 100 mana, so milking the mana at the end of that last fight was very good. We're going to focus on these two, because these two have the highest damage output. It's going to be you.
Extinguish hope.
Extinguish your hope. Vengeance beam.
You will soon embrace
Double
your
insanity.
new
Crit hit.
existence.
Stance hit. Bam. Not a bad round one. He has all remaining strength, so you get to go twice. Thankfully, every single time he's hurt, we heal, and we gain mana. That's very good. Nice, good betrayal. 0 from the armor absorb. He heals up our mana and our wrath. Uh-oh. We have a heroism. We have an inspired. 8 accuracy, 8 attack, 8 evasion. Of all of the different inspireds, that one is not very impressive. So, we still focus on killing all these dudes. The one with all remaining strength is the most scary. So, we just want him dead. There we go. Do we go back into the stunts? Yeah, we do. We're just dealing so much area of effect stress. We can kill them all real quick with this. I kind of want to use some of this wrath, but he doesn't need to heal up just yet. Big single target stress to you because you're the most damage. Got him. We have another insanity here. Not bad, not bad. Accelerando.
Extinction of life.
Double kill. 1 kill. Second kill. Second kill. Yes. Third kill. Die from the scariness. Die from the crazy. No, he didn't. And then we are going to... This guy's a little bit more scary. He is an elite guard. He does have a lot of minus attack. And this guy actually does more because of the heroism, so we will target him. We're gonna use Amplify Curses here, I think. No, we're not. Even though this would be good to use on him to just totally suck out all the rest of his sanity, it's better to use Vengeance Beam because Vengeance Beam will hit both of them and cause the Dark Knight to hit both of them.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Kill the front guy. Kill the front guy, kill the front guy. Okay. Not bad. He gets counterattack. Perfect. Front guy dies to a heart attack. Good news. Wow, we are going to be able to get a lot out of this. We definitely will use Abyssal Hunger, heal up just a tiny bit. There we go. He'll be at full by the end of this fight after that. And we're going to huge single target stress. Not dead yet. He doesn't have a Celerando, so we will drop that on. Cakewalk.
Another
Cakewalk.
step towards my eternal kingdom.
Giant rewards for this. Tons of souls, tons of parts, a level 8 brain, rivaling the highest level unit we have, and 200 experience for Iratus, and all of my units get 3 stat points. That is glorious. That is huge. We are super glad that we took that. We do have another fight coming up right after that, but we took almost no damage, so that was fully worth it. 41 souls, not enough to do anything. All of our upgrades are going to take at least 50 souls here. We do have 2 talent points to spend. See if there's anything that we exactly need. Not quite yet. Everything is going to take at least 3 or 4, depending on what we want to do. I could do Relic Seeker and increase the chances for us to get artifacts by 20% each fight. That kind of goes hand in hand with that amass artifact strategy I was talking about. What's more important, parts or artifacts? Well, this is only 20% chance to get artifacts. This is guaranteed parts. Truly guaranteed 1 extra part after every fight. But Relentless Evil is also very good because, as you saw, a lot of fights we end with a lot of Wrath, and the Dark Knight, every time he's hit, we heal 5 Wrath and 5 mana. So we can just go crazy with our Wrath attacks. Or if we don't, then we have high Wrath, and this thing comes into play. I think we just save. There's a ton of high point stuff for us to spend on our talents. Well, we can't do really much with the Graveyard. These guys didn't heal, as we mentioned before. Let's use the points we gained. We have a major upgrade with the Dark Knight here. Gonna give you... Could upgrade the Heartless Slash to do a lot more damage. Stare into the Void is very strong to upgrade. Alright, so which way is better? This is doing 19 to 21 plus 6 to 6. If we go this way, it's doing 28 to 32. So 6 plus 19 is 25. So this percentage means that it goes out a little bit more. If they have 2 debuffs on them, Hollow Stare, this Hollow Stare does more, right? So if they have 2 or more debuffs on them, this Hollow Stare does more. And then if we go this way, Stare into the Void, if they have 1 debuff on them, then this deals as much as this with just 1 debuff. Plus they can have way more, and this will do the way more stress damage. The only way Face the Faceless is better than Stare into the Void is if you're using stuff that buffs his stress. Buffs his dread. Every point of dread that he has, this percentage will get way higher. We're putting a lot of debuffs on the enemy. This is really tough. And this also works for buffs, not just debuffs. So if the enemy's buffing themselves up, this also will do a lot more. But the luck means nothing for him. The dread will actually be good. And plus, he can just use this right off the bat. I think we're going to do this. Even though this probably will yield more stress damage in the end, I think it'll be pretty close. And just this +1 dread, it's really just due to me wanting +1 dread more than the plus luck.
I expect results.
Okay, and now here, 5 points. So I want to get something for 3 and something for 2. Let's do Dread and Armor. Yep. Perfect. Mr. Mummy is going to get Initiative, I think. Yeah, we want him to move before the enemies. Initiative. Alright, the Banshee is going to gain. All of these are pretty good. I might want to save up for more evasion. Let's do Dread, actually. 2 for 3 is pretty good. 4 for 3, we're good. We can stop there for the Dread. And Savior at 7 points. We were saving these up purposely for something. I don't exactly remember. Was it luck? She needs tons of luck. 3 for 5 is pretty good on the Dread, too. She does use her stress attack a lot in this team. We'll go there. Nice. Alright. I think we just send out the same team. Don't think we changed much up. Let's look at our enemies here. It is good that we have units that can move enemies around. We don't want the bomb guy. I don't exactly know what they're called, but we don't want that unit to get into the front. And this team really doesn't look that scary, actually. We've got a unit that's going to kill their own guys. We're going to be able to control them pretty easily. I think we have a foothold. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling a little bit less afraid, a little bit more powerful. I think Iratus has his groove going. In the beginning, we were really struggling, but I think we finally... Watch the famous last words. This team's gonna just eat me alive. Let's go. I don't want to fight, says the Banshee. Well, you don't have much of a choice on this one. We're going to remove your ward. Bam. We're going to go into our stance. Bob. And accelerate. Reduce your attack. Let it begin. Who goes to the back? Not the Taskmaster. Maybe this dude. I like her being in the back, actually. But Taskmaster, if the Taskmaster is here, then he will move to the front slot after I move him back. Is it just me, or is his muscles glowing? Oh, okay, it's the light from his torch. I was like, why are his muscles glowing like he's radioactive? If we greatly reduce one target's accuracy, there's a high chance she will just kill that target. So let's reduce his, accuracy, not accuracy, sanity. So let's reduce his sanity a ton and see if she will just kill him for us. Uh-oh, well, you got... Okay, good. That's a good one, but this receives 1 initiative. Before starting their turn, restores 10% of max sanity to self and all allies. That is so gross. We're gonna have to kill this guy. Alright. Stance damage. Kill him, maybe? Not too bad. Banshee did not dodge, so she did not heal. Ooh, trying to escape. Well, that's not good. Armor absorbed. Yep, pumping him up was a really good idea. Gain mana, gain wrath. Gain mana, gain wrath. What are we gonna do here? I don't really see a way we can get rid of this unit. They're too far away to Hollow Stare, so we have to use No Tomorrow. And I'm going to go all out on the stress damage here, just to see if I can kill them.
Extinguish hope.
I need to kill them. I don't want them escaping.
Your frail
Too many units have escaped me already, and I think if they escape, they don't give us body parts. Alright, another betrayal. That's really good. Let's Accelerando. Perfect. Huge crit on the back there. Kill. Good. That's one kill. Double kill. Dominoes. No. I think that was all the chances we had. Yeah, she's going to get away now. Unless she dies. Oh, that's really bad. Yes! Super good. I actually think we have this. We're going to sorrow you. And then hit you with a huge... Well, actually, I was thinking about using Face of the Faceless. But let's use No Tomorrow still. So then all of our stress attacks do double instances of stress. So we could just hit here once, but then he'd be hitting once and he'd be hitting once. If we do No Tomorrow, then he hits twice and she hits twice. If that makes sense. So I'd get 4 hits instead of 3 towards his stress. So we're still going to do No Tomorrow. Accelerando.
Savor these last
Second hit.
heartbeats.
Please die. Alright, now you're going to die. Oh, he gained a ton of sanity for that. That's not good at all. We're going to crit him for a ton. He's still not dead. Alright, and then we're just going to amplify curses. Just massive. Well, if we amplify curses, unfortunately, we will not trigger his counterattack. If we Vengeance Beam, we will trigger the counterattack, and we will add another stack of Curse on to do damage at the beginning of the turn. Well, let's use Cursing Touch, because it just deals more, and still puts a curse on. Please die. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
Take my word for it, if that guy would not have died, at the beginning of his turn, he would have blown up and killed 2 of my units. The front 2. These 2 would have just died. Another level 8 brain. Our older brains are becoming a little bit obsolete here. Some good souls, not bad at all. 3 talent points, we can decide if we want to use those. Let's swap out our units from the mortuary so we know we have them. Put these 2 in, they did really good for us. We're going to throw in the Terminator and Grim Shady. And then we have backup Black Widow just in case. We do now have enough souls to put something in, and we don't need anything in the Iratus statue anymore. We have solved our mana problems. So now it's between the Abode of Wrath, which will help us win fights, the Excavation, which will help us increase our stockpile of body parts to get us further ahead, and decrease the chances that we just lose the run all of a sudden by having multiple teams wipe. We can go the Library to increase how much experience Iratus is gaining between each fight from here on out. That might be a pretty good call, because we want so many things in the talents, right? We're crazy hungry for talent points right now. I think we're good on the Obelisk. I think just from the reasoning I laid out, the Library is where we're going to want to go. We're going to make a sacrificial Lich. Alright, Iratus, say some witty line about your Lich buddy.
Might I use this one sparingly if I care for my minions?
I love it. You guys haven't seen it yet, but the Lich dominates your own minions. It deals a lot of self-damage if you use it in a certain way. 2 of its moves screw up your own minions, like do a lot of damage to them. But this Lich is going to work for me.
Built on a foundation of bone.
Alright, and what is our next space here? We can choose to either go to a full elite fight. So we had fight, 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 3 fights in a row, and the third one is an elite fight. Or we can go to the sacrificial altar, fight, and then another sacrificial altar, and hit up the inside so we can get the steel, and go towards to where we can get more cultist statues, or sorry, cultist spaces, which have been very helpful. We can never go over here. If you see, these are already blanked out, so we can never get to this side with what we're doing now. If we go to the right, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the time we get to this steel, we will have 8 encounters. If we go on the inside, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we get way more, and we get one more steel. Yes, we have to go on the inside here. So we got a sacrificial altar. We get to murder one of our minions and get some items and body parts. So I'm not really sure how these sacrificial altars work. They used to work in a certain way back when I played last year. The minion you sacrificed used to determine what item you received, but I'm pretty sure it's different now. So let's make a minion that uses body parts that we have the most of. So we have 7 hearts. So I think there's a minion that takes double hearts. Is it a vampire? No. Is it a Black Widow? No. Who's fleshy? Who's super fleshy? Do you take double hearts? You take double blood. Maybe there is no one that takes double hearts. No, none of our minions need 2 hearts. Alright, I guess. So if that's the case, how's our flesh doing? 7 weapons as well. So a heart and a weapon. That'd be ideal. There we go. It's going to be a Dampier.
Welcome to the winning side.
Yes. Join our ranks here in Iratus' army. All of us are given titles and are respected. Each of you have a purpose to serve, and you will all... Oh, wait! Watch out! Watch out! Oh. You slipped into the sacrificial altar. Real sorry about that. We have the Skin of Alabaster. Damage received from elite enemies is reduced by 20%. I hate these items because they're so situational. You know, they don't work on regular units, but in Good Always Wins, they're a lot more powerful because it's not just elite fights. Elite fights have elites, and normal fights have normal units. Almost all normal fights I've seen have had some kind of elite units, so this is a little bit better here. I'm more happy about this blue flesh, and the blue flesh needs to go into somebody right now because there's no point in saving that stuff. So I would love to throw it into the mummy, but I think Savior takes flesh. She does. So we're going to actually save that for Savior because she's going to be our Savior. We want her to carry us. So we're going to save that for her. 3 talent points. Do we keep saving for the Scalpel Artist? I think now that we're so close, we absolutely have to. If we get Scalpel Artist on the first floor, that will mean so many parts. So many extra parts. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for hanging out and checking out the video, checking out my channel. If you liked the video, thought it was funny, if you learned something from it, don't forget to hit the like button. Help me name my units. Have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, peace, peace,